Don't think there's as much joy in playing the game this year as there has been in the past.
This is Creighton head coach Greg McDermott, who has followed in too long a line.
If the league didn't stop the protests, it would be like, quote, inmates running the prison.
Of many white folks.
We believe everyone should stand for the national anthem.
In positions of power.
I think it's very disrespectful to our country. I think it's very, very disrespectful to our flag.
Saying the wrong things.
Our policy is that you stand at the anthem, toeing the line.
To a predominantly black workforce. McDermott, head coach of the Blue Jays basketball program since 2010, said this.
Quote, guys, we got to stick together. We need both feet in. I need everybody to stay on the plantation. I can't have anybody leave the plantation.
Sorry, but what the hell is McDermott doing? Why would he say this? As a person in his 30s, quite frankly, I've never heard this saying. However,
I will say this as a black dude to all the white men and white women out there. There's some words that you cannot use in the presence of people of color, particularly black people in America. And one of those words is plantation. You don't ever want to use the word plantation when addressing room for the black people. Period. End of discussion.
Exactly. Now it appears the Creighton basketball program is at a crossroads.
So I started reaching out to people. I'm going to tell you guys, from one of my sources inside, I heard that some of the players want to boycott. Wow. They're not sure they want to play. Mm-hmm. They just don't know how to go about it.
Assistant coach Terrence Rencher wrote, I am deeply hurt by his words. As we have been reminded, it's more than a game. This is real life and real issues. Rencher serves on Coaches for Action, which was founded by 21 assistant coaches in the Big East, as their website wrote, who are on a mission to use their platform to educate and bring awareness to social injustices. Creighton University's Twitter account called McDermott's words deplorable in a post that was on March the 2nd. While he did apologize in a social media post, saying he immediately recognized his egregious mistake and that he has never used this analogy, nor is it indicative of who he is as a person or coach, it still remains hurtful to our fellow American citizens whose history cannot be whitewashed with an apology. It harkens back to America's history on slave labor on plantations up until slavery was abolished in 1865.
I don't know what to do here, Key, because I would be beside myself on something like this. If he doesn't have this long history of doing good things, I think that when something like this happens, I'm like, okay, you said something like this before. In order for you to reference this analogy, it just doesn't come out of thin air, does it?
Former Duke star and Chicago Bull Jay Williams speaking here. Maurice Watson Jr., a former point guard at Creighton, wrote, this is wild and out of pocket. I'm sorry, doesn't cut it.
We go through this every single year. We go through it every year with somebody on a coaching staff or somebody in the facility that says something that they've said with their friends before. You use the word plantation. You know what the plantation was. You clearly do. And you treat your program and you look at the individuals in the program like they on a damn plantation. That's why you said it. That's why you said it.
Justin Patton, a current member of the Houston Rockets and former Creighton player, said what's done in the dark will always be brought to light. Praying for the players in this situation at Creighton, shaking my head. As for the boycott, AZ Central wrote this. Rencher added that Blue Jays players have decided that they want to continue to chase their goals on the court this season with Coach McDermott, and I support their wishes and will continue to pour my heart into coaching them and helping them deal with larger issues.